Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GPRO. We will take a look at the daily time frame. So GoPro today had a very rough day, and from a technical perspective, that is actually now bringing about a very interesting dynamic going into next week. And before I go any further, I'm not trying to say that what I'm about to talk about is like some sort of unique discovery on my part and that I have some sort of special skill and that nobody else is. No, it's quite the opposite of that. That what I'm going to be talking about is something that, people that use charts and have an understanding of charts, they're going to have taken notice of, and they're going to be watching and wondering the same thing. And I bring all that up because when you have a lot of eyeballs watching the same thing and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some pretty interesting price dynamics. And that level going into next week is down here at, I'm not quite sure on the value. Let's see. What is that? Looks like about $4. Yeah, $4 exactly. Why is $4 important? Well, you go back here through the history of things, and you can see that the price bottomed out, hit that level, and then from there actually got a very, very impressive bounce. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that if the price does make its way down to $4, that some sort of massive bounce is going to happen again, if only trading were that easy. What I am saying is that there is a track record of that acting as support, and it has produced a nice bounce. So it would not be shocking at all to see the price come down to that area, maybe go sideways a little bit, and then try to make another bounce to the upside. A guarantee? No, of course not. And that's why risk management, risk control is so important and is at the forefront of any strategy. My point is it's at least a logical thought to have. Now, had the price never bounced off 4, ever, and I'm sitting here saying, hey, it's looking like the price could bounce off 4, you'd be totally justified to say, why are you saying that? It's never done it before. But in this case, it actually has. So that's why, a lot of eyeballs are going to be at that level because that's a pretty historic, not a pretty historic, it's a very historic level of support. So again, whole lot of eyeballs are going to be on it. So if it can get down to $4 from a risk versus reward standpoint, that's definitely a very interesting area. Now, if the price, goes down there and bounces, or who knows, maybe just stabilizes here and starts to work its way back upwards, as far as levels of resistance are concerned, the big one to watch just going forward is going to be that purple line there, the 50-day moving average. I get it, that line's way up there, but keyword being moving. So as next week plays out and the next couple of weeks play out, that line will continue to move itself downwards and get more and more relevant. But as of right now, at least in my opinion, top priority really has nothing to do with breaking levels of resistance. It's all about trying to stabilize and trying to find some sort of area of support after the downwards momentum from today. And $4 is a very credible area that could provide some support. So let's see if that happens or not next week. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.